Hey friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself Impana, studying in Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering. Today I am going to talk about corrosion definition, factors affecting corrosion definition, types of corrosion, prevention of corrosion. Corrosion. Corrosion is one of the most common phenomena that we observe in our daily lives. You must have noticed that some objects made of iron are covered with an orange or reddish brown colored layer at same point in time. The formation of this layer is the result of chemical process known as rusting, which is form of corrosion. Factors affecting corrosion. Exposure of the metals to air containing gases like CO2, SO2, SO3, etc. Exposure of metals to moisture, especially salt water, which increases the rate of corrosion. Nature of the first layer of oxide formed. Some oxides like Al2O3 form an insoluble protecting layer that can prevent further corrosion. Others like rust easily crumble and expose the rest of the metal. Presence of acid in the atmosphere. Acids can easily accelerate the process of corrosion. Presence of impurities like salt, for example, NaCl. Few other factors affecting corrosion are internal factors, chemical content, imperfections, structure, heat treatment, stresses. External factors, type of the environment, components, their concentration, temperature, flow rate, pressure. Metal environment boundary, corrosion products and other species on the metal surface. Types of corrosion. There are two types of corrosion: differential metal corrosion or galvanic corrosion, differential aeration corrosion. The different types of differential aeration corrosion are waterline corrosion, pitting corrosion. Differential metal corrosion or galvanic corrosion. Galvanic corrosion occurs when two metals having different composition are electrically coupled in the presence of electrolyte. The more reactive metal will experience several corrosion, while the noble metal will be protected from corrosion. The three major causes of galvanic corrosions are difference in electrical potentials of two metals in contact with the one another. There is an electrical path between the two metals. A fluid which such as atmospheric humidity or salt fog exists that is able to break down the metals. Understanding corrosion. Corrosion is the deterioration of materials due to chemical reactions with the environment. Key factors include moisture, oxygen, and electrolytes. Understanding the corrosion process is crucial for developing effective protection methods. Corrosion is the deterioration of materials by chemical interaction with their environment. It cuts short the lifetime of steel products such as bridges and automobiles. The cost of corrosion is huge, and reducing corrosion is one of the most important problems. Corrosion is all around us and can affect our lives in many ways because metals are widely used in our world. Corrosion related failures in the industries often result in catastrophic failures. Differential aeration corrosion. Differential aeration corrosion is a type of corrosion that occurs when oxygen concentrations vary across a metal surface. The varying concentration of oxygen creates an anode and a cathode on the metal surface. Preferably, anodic portion undergoes corrosion. Waterline corrosion. When an iron rod is partially filled with water for a long time, the inner portion of the iron rod below the waterline is exposed only to dissolved oxygen. whereas the position above the waterline is exposed to more oxygen. Thus, the position below the waterline acts as anode and undergoes corrosion. The upper portion acts as cathode and is unaffected, and distinct brown line is formed just below the waterline due to the disposition of rust as shown in figure. Pitting corrosion. Pitting corrosion is the localized corrosion of metal surface confined to a point of small area that takes the form of cavities. Pitting corrosion is one of the most damaging forms of corrosion. Pitting is usually found on passive metals and alloys such as aluminum alloys, stainless steels, and stainless alloys. When the ultra thin passive film, oxide film, is chemically or mechanically damaged and does not immediately private, the resulting can become wide and shallow or narrow and deep, which can rapidly perforate the wall thickness of metal. Preventive measures. Prevention is the first line of defense against corrosion. Coatings and paints act as barriers, while cathodic protections and inhibitors minimize corrosion rates. Regular inspections and maintenance are used non corrosive metals such as stainless steels or aluminum. Make sure the metal surface stays clean and dry. Use drying agents. Use a coating of barrier products such as grease, oil, paint, or carbon fiber coating. Lay a layer of backfill, for example, limestone, with undergo piping, essentially for early detections and intervention. Thank you, friends.